How do you know when a challenge is a sign to stop versus a sign to keep going? Are these signs that I should be adhering to, or are they challenges that are here and that we're inviting in to make us better? When you face challenges, provided your intention is unwavering, provided the voice inside of you is still saying, I'm going on this direction, then that's the voice that you listen to. Our periods of our greatest challenge and our periods of our greatest adversity are our periods of our greatest growth. Is this a challenge that's come to invite me to redirect where I want to go, who I want to become? Or is this an intellectual challenge that's designed to make me better at strategizing, planning, and executing so that I can continue following my heart? So much of entrepreneurship and life is going from challenge to challenge undeterred. I believe on some level, particularly we have chosen a non-traditional path because we like the idea and we want to lean into the challenge of it. This is forced personal development. When you're being challenged, you start to take note and you start to rise and raise your standards in every element and area of your business. I think we need to view adversity through the lens of inevitability. To live is to face challenges. A problem is only a problem if you view it as a problem. If you take away the judgment of the problem and it is what it is, the sting goes out of the problem. So we recognize it's inevitable, we recognize it's not a bad thing, we recognize it's probably our greatest opportunity for growth, and it puts us in a better position and a better vantage point to be able to move through it with reverence. You don't grow a lot when everything's great, but when you're being challenged, you start to take note and you start to rise and raise your standards in every element and area of your business. This is what happens, right? This is what life does, is our biggest challenges often happen when we can least afford to have them happen. The minute before we need to be something, the universe goes, yeah, we'll see, right? And it bucks with us every time. In my view, adversity and challenge never comes to defeat us, right? It comes to invite us to become more. Because it's painful, we move through it or we don't, we go around it or we avoid it or we carry it somewhere subconsciously without actually processing it. We've robbed ourselves of the very lessons that were inherent in the challenge. We've robbed ourselves of the very reason we invited that experience into our lives. You won't find an entrepreneur that got to here without doing this at least once. He said it never gets easier. As you're getting better, you're also progressing to higher levels. Then you will continue to be challenged, often to a greater degree, the higher you rise. We're really good at not seeing what we're not good at. We're really good at defending and justifying our weaknesses, and that doesn't lead to growth. Pain plus reflection equals growth. Follow your joy, follow your curiosity. It will lead you to your path. It will lead you to your purpose. In order to become great at anything, you need to go through a whole bunch of destinations to get to great, right? The first one is, I fucking suck at this. You can't get to great without going past every little milestone on the journey toward great. There's a gap between who you are today and who you want to be. There's a gap. That gap should only serve to fuel you. This is the thing with adversity, is that it teaches you a lot. But if quitting isn't an option, then it just there doesn't make any sense to do anything other than lean into it and choose who to be and how to be and what to do in response to it. When you burn your boats and you don't give yourself any off-ramp, you have to rise.